Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Natalia if you're new here, and yeah, welcome. Anyways, today I have a ginormous book haul to share with you guys. I am not going to go through, oh my gosh, my necklaces are always twisted and it just bothers me so much, but I love them together, you know what I mean? Anyways, I do not know a lot about these books, to be very, very honest with you. A lot of them are new releases that I've just, had my eye on. And then a lot of them I got from a library book sale today. So I was planning on filming a book haul, like a collective book haul. I had about 30 books collected. And then today, I don't know if you guys can see this bag full of books, but today there was a library book sale and I ended up picking up like 30 more. So I was like, okay, I think I have enough to do a book haul. So I had to get my water because I have so many books to go through, like a lot. And as you can see, I already have giant stacks of books behind me, so I don't know where I'm going to put all these books, but I am a book collector. I'm a bookish girl, so it's okay. If you want to come for me, that's okay. At least it's not something more harmful, right? Okay. Anyways, let's get into it. I think I'm going to pull from both at the same time just to give you like a new release, and then these are mainly older releases, but just really good gems that I couldn't leave behind. A lot of them were. So let's get into it. Right here off the top, we have Our Infinite Fates by Laura Steven. I actually pulled this or picked this as a book of the month option, but then my husband surprised me with it because he said that he was just reading about it and he saw that V. Schwab blurbed it, and he knows that's one of my favorite authors. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue is like one of my favorite books. So he ordered it for me and it came in the mail and I was like, did you get this for me? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, I already have it. But you know what? I just ended up selling the other one on Pango, and then I kept this one because the edges are like this shiny gold and I couldn't get rid of it. So yeah, I know next to nothing about this, but it looks really good. I put in the hold for the audiobook on Libby, so we're gonna be listening to that soon. Okay, I don't know where all of these are. I think I have like 3 or 4 of them, but Allie Carter has become like one of my new favorite authors, and I did see on Goodreads that she had this back list of books. She wrote The Blonde Identity, and also, what is that Christmas one called that I loved? I gave it like 5 stars. I forget what it's called though. The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year or something like that. I recently read it this past Christmas and I loved it. So I saw she had a backlist and she had these cute little YA books that just look so 2000s to me. So I saw them at the book sale. Everything was like $1, so I picked them up. So this is Only the Good Spy Young. That sounds so cute. And I'd tell you I love you, but then I'd have to kill you. And I think I have another one in here, but I don't know where it is right now, but I just thought these were so cute and fun, and I want to read her backlist. I'm sure it's very YA, but I couldn't leave these behind, and they're in hardcover, so I had to get them. I had to. I didn't have an option. Okay, so this is The Tainted Cup, which I've already read this book, but Aardvark, one of my favorite book boxes, had a special edition of this one and the second one in the series, which I don't know where it's at, but we will find it soon. This is a super fun Sherlock and Holmes kind of retelling. It's kind of like a fantasy-esque world, and yeah, I would go into the synopsis, but we'd be here all day. But I had to get it because it's got this beautiful gold foiling, and yeah, I don't know, I had to get it. It was one of the picks for Aardvark, so I did get this one and the second one, and it was also one of my favorite books last year. I think I gave it like 4.75 stars, like very close to 5 stars, so I had to get it. And then I saw this at the library book sale, which you guys are gonna be like, why did you get this? Because it is, I think this is the 3rd one in the, what is that series called? Beartown? Yeah, it's the Beartown series. I can't find it in here. But I believe this is the third one. And I have Beartown. Yeah, it says praise for the Beartown trilogy. I have Beartown somewhere in here, but I need to get the second one. And this is the third one by Frederick Bachman. I saw it was a hardcover edition, and I just couldn't leave it behind. I need to figure out how to get all this library stuff off. But I couldn't leave it behind for $1. I had to get it to add to the Beartown collection. Something I picked up of Pango recently, I love Pango, is this book called Old Flames and New Fortunes. This came out last year and I had my eye on it. I just never picked it up for full price, but I did see it on Pango, so I did pick it up. I think this is about a witch, fibs and squabbles and spells. Oh my. I just saw a fly. I think this is like about a witch and it's like a witchy rom-com. So I wanted to have it. I love the cover. The green speaks to me, so I had to get it. Another little series I pulled from the, oh, here is the other one that I got. Cross My Heart and Hope to Spy. I just couldn't leave these, you guys. Like, are you kidding me? I think there's way more in the series too. Maybe not. I need to look it up. I'm actually gonna look it up right now. I want to know. I need to know what. Let's just look up Allie Carter. Oh, cool. So I got the first one. I Tell You I Love You, but then I have to kill you. But there is 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 of them. So I'm missing 3, which, cool, I can just try to buy them if I like them. There's another one, Don't Judge a Girl by Her Cover. And Out of Sight, Out of Time. And United We Spy. Oh my god, oh, there's a wedding one. Oh my gosh, there's so many. I'm very excited to get into that series. But anyways, another little series that I picked up, which I think, oh, here it is. This is by Nora Roberts. Whenever I see Nora Roberts books at like thrift stores, I do pick them up because I really do like Nora Roberts. She's a really good author and she has like 1,000 books. So whenever I see them, I pick them up because I do want to read her backlist. And so I saw this one here, here at the library book sale, and it was like a, what is this? Like a wedding, a wedding series. It's called The Bride Quartet. So we've got book 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm not even sure how many there is and if there's more of these, but I just decided to get them because, one, there's deckled edges and it's Miss Nora Robert. There she is. So I decided to get A Vision in White in the Bride Quartet series. And then I've got Bed of Roses. And then I got Savor the Moment and Happy Ever After in the Bride Quartet series. So hopefully these are good. I don't know, they were all $1, so I was like, you know what, you can't beat $1. So got all of those. Don't know about them, but I am reading Nora Roberts' backlist. She's like she's been all over the map. She does romance, suspense romance, thriller, fantasy. She does everything. So, and she's got a new book releasing like next month. So I'm really trying to get into Miss Nora Roberts. My cat is being suspicious over there. Okay. Anyways, another book that I picked up recently is from the Goodwill, $1.99, is Baby Teeth. I don't know much about this. I saw a couple of people that I follow here on YouTube read it and really like it, so I just decided to pick it up. I'm like, we're back. We're back. Sorry for the intermission. Anyways, I saw a couple of people read it, and I just decided to pick it up. I think it's like a horror-ish thriller. I don't know. We'll see. Another one recently, my town is super small and they just opened like a small bookstore, and I went and I mostly had everything in there, but I wanted to buy something, so I found one that I didn't. This is Out of the Woods by Hannah Bonham Young. Haven't read anything. I do own a couple of her books, but when I saw it at the bookstore, I was like, he looks so cute. Can you guys see? He looks so cute. This looks really cute. I don't know if that focused, but I had to get it. Another one that I got at the library book sale is The Party by Robin Harding. I don't know who Robin Harding is, but I read it and it said it was supposed to be a celebration. How did it all go wrong? So I think I've heard of her before. I don't know. Like I just pull books that I would gravitate towards, you know? And for some reason I did gravitate towards this. So I got it. I think the paperbacks were like 50 cents and the hardcovers were like $1 or something. I don't know. Something super cheap, so had to get it. Another Goodwill find, $1.99, is This Delicious Death. It says it's Girl Eat Girl World. I don't know anything about this one either. This cover just hooked me, and then the back says the summer is going to get gory. That sounds very good. So I had to get that. This is a bargain find from the Books A Million that I found recently for $5. The cover just drew me in. It's called What We Found in Hallelujah, and I believe it's kind of like about, I think it's about 3 women who are kind of going through something, and then they all like find hallelujah within each other and God, and it's a Christian fiction book, so I'm excited to read this. I love to find more Christian fiction that I can add into my TBR. On the flip though, I did pick up The Chestnut Man by Soren, I don't know how to say his or her last name. Are you a guy or a girl? You're a guy. Ooh. I don't have many books by guys, so that's interesting. I did gravitate towards this one. I don't know why. It was on the thriller shelf and it was $1, and I don't know, I just gravitated toward it, and I opened it and it said, if you find one, he's already found you. A psychopath is terrorizing Copenhagen. And I literally just read that and I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. It's very long though, but I definitely will give it a shot. And it was only $1, so no harm, no foul if I don't like it, you know what I mean? The next one I found at this little library book sale was Second First Impressions by Sally Thorne. I have been seeing this one for years and I just never picked it up, but then I saw it for $1 at the book sale and I was like, why not? I know next to nothing about it, but there's turtles and this is cute. So we'll give it a try. What did Sally Thorne write? Oh, The Hating Game. That's what it was. I saw that it was by Sally Thorne and I was like, oh, she wrote The Hating Game, which I really liked. So I picked that up. A book, oh my gosh, that I was so excited about that I had to get. So if you guys want to know anything about me, I'm a huge cozy mystery girl. I recently got into Joanne Fluke's cozy mystery and I'm reading all of those Hannah Swanson mysteries. I know that there's better ones out there, by the way, but I'm just a huge fan of the Hannah Swanson mysteries because they just got me into cozy mysteries, and I don't know, I'm a big fan. But there's a 25th anniversary edition of The Chocolate Chip Cookie Murder that came out recently, and it's got these cutie little chocolate chip cookie sprayed edges and like the end papers. Also, if you go to Books A Million, they have signed editions, like real signed editions. Like this is real, you can tell that she hand signed this, like it wasn't digitally printed. It's so cute, you guys. Like the end papers are stunning. This is the cutest little cozy mystery special edition I've ever seen. There's the queen herself. I just had to get this. I had to. It was like very expensive though. It was like $32, which is like, ugh. But sometimes you just have to. Okay, another book that released recently is The Perfect Divorce by Geneva Rose. I read The Perfect Marriage a while ago and I loved it. I thought it was such a good book. So this is like the sequel to that, and it's got these cool bloody sprayed edges. So I decided to give it a shot. I feel like it's not, I don't have like a lot of faith in it. I'm going to be very honest with you because like I feel like we could have left that book as it was, but I'm not going to be a hater until, oh my god, she's freaking gorgeous. I follow her on Instagram and she is really pretty, but this is a good picture, girl. What was I saying? I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith in this one because I'm just like, if it's about the same couple and the same story, I don't know how I feel about it. But also, I need to get the second one now that's got the blood to match. Anyway. Another book that I found at the, what was it, library book sale is another Nora Roberts. It's called Northern Lights. I don't know if this is a series. I'll have to look it up. But like I said, whenever I see her books, I just like to pick them up. Oh, it's like in there backwards. Nora Roberts flies into lunacy. Oh, okay, so it says Nora Roberts flies us into Lusania, Alaska, population 506, into a colorful, compelling new novel about two lonely souls who find love and redemption. So that sounds cutie. And I like books set in Alaska. I just figured that out about myself because I read, oh my god, Nora does such a good job at like making her books so cute. It says from the library of, and then you write your name. Oh my god, there's a paper in here. Oh my god. There's a freaking paper of like the news journal. Somebody printed it out. That's funny, and it's like an old article. Okay. Anyway, sorry. The things you find in books sometimes, you know? Anyways, love you girl, Miss Nora Roberts, so I had to pick this up. Next is another new release that I got recently that I know next to nothing about. This is called Firebird, and it got pitched to me as a From Blood and Ash type of vibe. And From Blood and Ash is like my favorite fantasy romance series out there, and these end pages are stunning, so I picked it up knowing next to nothing about it. Another book that I picked up knowing nothing about it is The Conditions of Will by Jessa Hastings. I love the Magnolia Park series. This cover is just stunning. Like, I don't know what it is about her covers, but she has such artsy, cool girl covers that just speak. And deckled edges, are you kidding? I love them. So I had to get that. A book that I picked up from Pango recently that I've already read actually is How to Become a Dark Lord and Die Trying. I had to pick it up physically. This is such a funny fantasy little book. I don't even know what you would classify this book as. It's like a raunchy, funny time. It felt like I was watching a comedy show. I don't know how to explain it, but it was fantasy. It was just really good, and I got the arc on NetGalley, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna add this to my library because I do really enjoy that. Next one I found at the library book sale is Meet You in the Middle. I thought this cover was stunning. It says, what happens when the person you find most impossible becomes impossible to resist? Opposites distract in this hilarious romantic comedy about America's least likely couple. So I'm hoping it's like two people in politics that are, you know, on differing sides that, you know, fall in love and have a little romance. So when was this published? 2021. So yeah, I thought this was a cute cover, so I just picked it up. Next one is a Harlan Coben. I don't know, I've never read any of his books before, but I saw this for 50 cents and it was saying it's coming to Netflix. So I was like, you know what, I might be into it. It's called The Woods. And yeah, I've heard really good things about like the thriller books that he's written. I don't know if he's written any more, but I decided to add it to the TBR. I had to. Okay, another book that I got off Pango recently is Swept Away by Beth O'Leary. I think this just came out recently, but this is like a romance between two people who get lost at sea. It's Lost at Sea with Your One Night Stand. Sign me up. Sign me up. I actually just finished reading this, but I did recently get this because it just came out. But this is the Strawberry Patch Pancake House, and if you like these little Dream Harbor books, this one was the best one in my opinion so far. I gave it 4 stars, and that's the highest rated one so far. It was so cute. I loved it. It's like a single dad. He's also a chef, and she's a nanny, and it's so good. Anyway, another book that released recently is Wild and Wrangled by Lila Sage. This one came with exclusive art. Where's the art though? Oh no, exclusive content, my bad. Exclusive content. I love when they put like exclusive and then it's like one page and it's like a random little, oh here it is. Yeah, Dear Reader from Lila Sage. Anyway, I love the Rebel Blue Ranch series. I've only read the first one, but I've been collecting them as they came out. I just haven't got back into it, but I'm sure I love it. The covers are stunning, if anything, so. Okay, in here, I've been hearing such good things. One of my favorite TikToker, why can't I speak today? One of my favorite TikTokers, Brady, really loves this I love Mary Kay Andrews, by the way, but she really loves this Bright Lights Big Christmas book. She read it like last Christmas and it looks brand. Look at the end pages. That's so cute. Oh my god, adorable. I love Mary Kay Andrews. She's a queen. I just find I think it's signed, you guys. You guys have to tell me, does that look printed on? I can't tell, but I think it's signed. Anyways, I love Mary Kay Andrews. She is a queen. Okay, we're almost done with the library book sale. I still have a little bit to go through on the other side, but I picked this up, If You Tell, A True Story of Murder, Family Secrets, and the Unbreakable Bond of Sisterhood. I've heard amazing things about this book, and it's a true story, so that's a little scary. The true story of 3 young girls caught in the web of coldly calculating killer, their mother. That's wild. I didn't expect that. But anyways, I'm a little scared, I'm not gonna lie, but I've heard really good things about this book, and I saw it hardcover for $1 and I couldn't pass it up. Okay, the next new release that I've gotten recently is The Neverlist by Jade Presley. You guys, this is a, look at the edges first of all. Stunning. This is a why choose like fantasy. It says you're invited to the choosing, where you could win the heart of not just one prince, but 4. I'm not a huge fan. I'm really not a huge fan of why choose. I like it more when it's between 2 people, because I just like love that like possessive, I don't know. But this book was too stunning to leave. Like, look at this art. Red Tower, which is the people who did Fourth Wing and like Assistant to the Villain, like some of my favorite books Red Tower has released. They do stunning jobs. I love everything about this book. Hopefully it's actually good though. One that I picked up off of Pango recently because I saw it on there for $15 and I couldn't leave it because I don't know why this speaks to my soul. This is Fan Service by Rosie Dan, and this is like a werewolf romance. And I don't even know if it's any good, but this is an Afterlight exclusive edition that just spoke to my soul, so I had to get it. I don't even know if it's any good, and I did spend $15 on this book, which is a bit much, you know, but I couldn't leave it for $15 at school. I'm sure the person who ordered this on Afterlight paid way more than that, so you can't really complain. But I'm excited to get into this. I just love this cover. It's so good, and I love when I can find a special edition for a really good price. This literally just came out like Tuesday, I think. Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. I love Emily Henry. I'm just a basic girl who loves Emily Henry, and I don't know if this is hopping off of Funny Story or if it has anything to do with it, but Funny Story is like one of my favorite Emily Henrys, and I know that's kind of an unpopular opinion. It goes Beach Read, Funny Story, and then the rest. Hopefully this tops it, but you know, I'm excited to give it a read. I need to read it very soon. This is a book that I actually found in a little free library recently. The Family Remains. It looks like it was at Target and then it was at Ollie's and then I found it in a little free library, so hopefully it's good. I know nothing about this, but I love Lisa Jewell. I love her to death, and I couldn't leave it behind when I saw it. Another book that I got from the book sale recently is A Parable of a Sower. I've been hearing the craziest things about this book. It was written in the 90s, and it is more relatable to today's time than ever. In the 90s, she like predicted in 2025 that these things would happen, and they're happening. And so I had to give it a read. I think it's like a banned book, I want to say, and I think it's important to read banned books. Anyways, another one that I recently purchased is Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. Sorry if you hear airplanes, by the way. I live next to an Air Force base and an airport, so Yeah, no, I don't need to say much about this. I wish Abby did sprayed edges though. I'm a huge sprayed edge fan. But I don't need to say anything about this because she's a queen and we all know it. Okay, some more books. This one was released maybe like last month. Wild Side by Elsie Silver. I'm excited to get into the Rose Hill. I think this is Rose Hill. Yeah, Rose Hill series. I don't know really much about it, but love Elsie. And then another one I picked off of Pango recently. I fully picked this up because of the cover. I know really nothing about it. It's called Book Boyfriend. Of course I'm buying it. It's called Book Boyfriend, of course. Devoted fangirl meets hesitant fanboy in the swoony contemporary love letter to readers who adore fantasy worlds. Aww. I love that. I'm excited to read that. Okay. I think we're going to finish up this little library sale bag. Only got 2 left. Another Nora Roberts, which when I saw this, I could not leave it behind. This is a stunning, girl, this is stunning. This is called Homeport. I don't know if this is a series, but I believe this is like another fantasy suspense, which I love. 1998 this was written. So I had to get it. Once again, Nora's backlist. I had to. I also just love lighthouses and I just thought this was stunning. The next one I got, I own this book already, but I own it paperback and I love hardcover. So I think I'm going to sell the paperback, and I saw it for $1 and I couldn't pass it up. This is In My Dreams I Hold a Knife, and I just fully wanted the hardcover one, and hopefully I can get all this library stuff off. If not, we'll sell whichever one works out. Okay, another release that I bought recently is Everything is Tuberculosis by John Green. I love John Green, and this one came signed. So I thought that was fun, and this is like his nonfiction. I told you guys that I've been obsessed with books set in Alaska recently, and this is why. This is Any Trip But You that I recently read. I got this as an aardvark pick, and I gave it 5 stars. I loved this. I thought it was so cute. I loved the setting, and yeah, I had to get it when I saw aardvark had it. My book of the month pick for April was Passion Project. I know nothing about this, but the cover is very cute. Looks like a little New York City. I think it's pitched as like a New York City 2000s like rom-com-y book. So I'm excited about that. I had to get Summer in the City. This is just so adorable. Like, are you kidding? Look at the end pages too. Stunning. Alex Astor, you did your thing. I believe this is like another 2000s set rom-com in New York City. I want to say it is. And Allie Hazelwood blurbed it, so I know I'm gonna love it. Love Allie. This is the other one I was telling you about, the special edition that Aardvark did. This is the second one that most recently came out to the Tainted Cup series. What is this series called? Anna and Den Mystery. That's what they're called. And I really loved the first one, so I'm hoping that I really love the second one too. A book that I picked up recently is Bespelled. This is the second in the Bewitched series. I haven't read the first, but a lady in a Facebook page that I follow was selling this for like $2, so I was like, I'm gonna get it because I do have the first one, and I'm hoping that I really love the first one. And the last one is super random that I picked up off of Pango, is The Princess Diarist. I don't know how to say it. By Carrie Fisher. Is this by Carrie Fisher? I don't think it is actually. No, it is. It is by Carrie Fisher. This is kind of like her journal during Star Wars, when she was filming Star Wars, I guess. It is. Me making sure that it's about what I think is it about before I tell you guys. It is about the journals that she kept during when she was filming the first Star Wars movie. And I think the first Star Wars, the ones in the 70s, were the most iconic and best Star Wars, and probably the only ones that I'll ever watch, to be very honest with you. So I had to pick this up. It was like $1 on Pango. I had to. Anyways, you guys, that's literally everything. That is my book haul. Should I count how many this was? 1, 2, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, almost 50 books. That's a lot of books, you guys. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this chaotic random collective book haul. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you've read any of the books that I hauled today, and let me know how you feel about them. Just let me know what you've been reading recently, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.